Good Boy is the new IFC released horror movie where a dog tries to save his owner from mysterious supernatural forces. The highlight of this movie is, of course, Indy the dog, who turns in an excellent performance. The way he is shot never for 1 second looked like it was just someone behind the camera coaxing him to go somewhere or do something or anything like that. I totally believed and bought every second that he was on camera, that he was actually wandering through the house, spooked out by ghosts and worried for his owner's safety. So giant props to the director and Indy. The camera movements are also extremely impressive. This movie was budgeted at under $1 million, and from what I understand was basically just the director, his dog, and an actor in a single location. But the way that the camera moves around the house and follows Indy is smooth and seamless and really locked me into the experience. The story is also compelling and really well told. Obviously, Indy is the lead, which means we get the plot told to us by the human characters, who are kind of sort of background fodder for Indy. The ending is also not exactly what I expected. I think you can interpret it in a couple different ways, and I actually found the ending to be kind of moving. If I did have anything negative to say about Good Boy, it would be that some of the shots, they really needed to bump up that brightness. IFC, you still have time before the streaming release. Bump up the brightness. And while I would never call this movie boring or anything like that, I think it took a little bit of time for me to kind of lock into it and for it to find its footing. A little slow in the beginning there, but once I was on this movie's wavelength, I was definitely on it and locked in. Good Boy is a really good indie horror success. It doesn't feel like a gimmick or an experiment or anything like that. It feels like a solid and original horror movie that I highly recommend horror hounds check out. It's in theaters now, and in typical IFC fashion, I would assume it would be on Shudder relatively soon.